All right, so we were wondering, when was Spencer Rattler going to get drafted? It was interesting because there was obviously kind of the big six quarterbacks of this draft class, and then there was, I think Rattler was the guy most people felt like was the clear cut seventh best guy. But it was kind of just a weird thing of like, where should he go? Where's the right fit? Goes here in round 5 to the New Orleans Saints, which honestly I don't hate. It's interesting how there was such a long period of time in between your quarterbacks, right? Bo Nix was the most recent one taken at 12. Then you have Rattler here. It feels like a pure backup situation with maybe some potential for, hey, Derek Carr isn't the youngest quarterback. If you like what Rattler does in practice, maybe at the end of Carr's contract in a couple years, maybe there's something you can do. There's certainly some logic there. Again, you look at their backup situation. It's currently, it's Jake Haener, who they spent a fourth round pick on just a year ago, Kellen Mond, and Nathan Peterman. So you have a couple of sort of meme quarterbacks in the room. It is a little weird that, they drafted Jake Haener and now they're drafting Rattler, but maybe they want to have three quarterbacks on the roster. Maybe they like Rattler more, and maybe they weren't crazy about what Jake Haener showed last year, right? But I think there's plenty of reasons to like Rattler. So if you're someone who has no idea who Spencer Rattler is, essentially his story was there was legitimate talk as though he could be a quarterback, like first overall pick type guy a few years ago. People were wondering, could he be that level of player? It just never happened. When kind of entering the year that we thought was going to be the year where he shows everything and kind of, is able to be a hyped up prospect, did not go well at all, to the point where he decided to stay in college for actually a couple more years. Finally comes out now, though, with the Saints, and is able to, obviously wasn't playing with the Saints last year, but was able to put up his draft stock this past couple years in college, and will now join the Saints, who, again, I think are purely drafting him as a backup quarterback. This is something they've done. I remember they got Ian Book a few years ago. They like to get quarterbacks in these rounds just because, hey, it's a position they value, the backup quarterback position, even though, new head coach, it's still Dennis Allen, kind of had the similar mindset. So, an interesting selection by New Orleans, and I think that it's a fine selection, a backup quarterback with maybe starter potential. I have a film study on Spencer Rattler on this channel. If you're interested in knowing more about the player, search Spencer Rattler, Jackson Kruger Sports. That'll come up. But yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on all of this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.